Hi, Epsilon Eridani here, and let's go back to the awesome situation where I'm at the 1 HP and I already made one wrong choice. So let's pick the correct one. Now, something is changing. Let's see. Oh, okay, I cannot go back. Anyway, let's answer the motive. Oh. Will my game just crash? Please don't crash, I just started, please. Don't do this to me. Note to self, never save at the exact place of the choice, you have to save before it, I guess. Okay, so accidentally I chose the correct answer. I was going to say the motive, but let's see. Okay, modus operandi is the correct one. Okay. Anyway, Mistress Bust Killer always followed a specific modus operandi when killing his victims. And killing random passerby wasn't part of it. How can you know that? Although we know the Mischievous Bust Killer killed at least 12 victims due to the crime scene, he still could have killed many more people with a different method. You can prove the contrary. If I remember correctly, the police found bodies dumped in forests and lakes which they believed were victims of the mysterious Bust Killer. But enough about this. Pardon. Was this the important issue you mentioned before, Mr. Justice? What? No, not this. Okay, I was actually right. On my second. Okay, let's say motive. Are you fucking kidding me? It's the motive. This means Erlenmeyer didn't specifically plan to meet and kill Chambers. Why would Erlenmeyer do so once he got the cemetery? He's a serial killer. He doesn't need a motive to kill anyone. Of course, if there is anyone Robert Erlenmeyer has a motive to kill, it's Judge Chambers. Yes, that explanation works quite nicely. Erlenmeyer killed Judge because he sentenced him to prison. That's the motive we have all assumed this time, but does it really work? No. That motive might seem logical at first glance, but upon closer inspection it doesn't work at all. The idea that Erlenmeyer wished to kill Judge Chambers is in an act of revenge. It contradicts an event that happened at a certain time and place. Now I'll save. What event are you talking about? This event occurred at... What? What is this? Okay, this is new. Okay. So he's saying that Erlenmeyer doesn't have a... having Erlenmeyer's motive to be revenge for his incarceration is contradicted by an event in one of these 12 places. Well, it's not number 12. And I don't think it's number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Maybe it's something he said here in the detention center, number 8. It's not number 5, no. Could be the classroom, or it could be the... No, it's not the judge's room. So what options are? 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10? Or what is this number 9? I'm not sure. 6, 7, 8 or 10. Not the cemetery entrance. So the cemetery, detention center or high school. What happened there that would contradict? Okay, this is a great start already. So the first one was bust. I still don't get it. What is this MLJ5 virus got to do with anything here? I have no idea, to be honest. This one? Oh jeez. This is difficult stuff.
Take that!
Oh Jesus Christ, I don't get it. I need to know the place and time. I mean, what the hell?
Take that!
Oh, wait a second. Is he talking about what happened in the prison? Yeah, prison.
Take that!
And
Take that! Take that! Take that!
oh, finally. Yes. Okay. So the very beginning we had an incident where a judge arrived at the place. So what happened then is the judge arrived illegally to Erlenmeyer's cell and had some instructions. Yeah, the instructions are somewhere here. No, not this one. No, not this one. No, not this one. Yes, okay. He was following instruction from Paul Strings, and he wanted to confront the guy. The judge was hit unconscious. And then Erlenmeyer right there and then had a chance to kill him, but he didn't. He chose to escape. And this contradicts his motive as a revenge. Exactly. Okay, I had to think about it for a moment. Okay, Erlenmeyer Chambers stood face to face, as we know very well. If Erlenmeyer truly wanted to kill Chambers, he would have done so 3 days ago when he had the perfect opportunity. Not necessarily. 2 nights ago, Erlenmeyer and Chambers were alone at the same time and place, and one of them wound up dead, for real this time. So why was he killed? There had to be a reason. She is right, there has to be a reason why Judge was killed, some other than revenge. Especially if Erlenmeyer was the intended victim and Judge was there by accident. But I have no idea what it was. Hey Polly, do you know why I always put strawberry chewing gum and lemon chewing gum in the same box? Because you like them, right? Because you're weird. Because I want to experience both sides of the chewing gum bird. Because I want to see the big picture. Well, I used to say me, I have to think outside of the box or something. Recall everything you know about Erlenmeyer and Judge and the truth will become clear. Of course! I don't get it. Mrs. Poole, you thought you had me, didn't you? Well, you don't, since I now know the real reason for Chambers' murder, and no, I really don't. Okay, this is nice. They have abbreviated Chambers to SHB. And oh jeez, SHB mistaken for someone else. Yeah. And so SHB. He shouldn't have. Okay, let's see. it's not self-defense because he was run over multiple times. Accident is possible. What about these two? Chambers mistaken for someone else, or Chambers saw something he should not have. A save. Note to self: never save at the exact place of the choice. You have to save before it, I guess. And I'll go back. Hey, no. No, stop. This is not what I wanted. Okay, pressing back button is a bad idea, I suppose. I'm not sure. It's second, third, or fourth option. But I don't think Chambers could be mistaken to be someone else because everyone had a decent eyesight and he didn't wear his wig, right? So it's a second or third option. But I don't think you could accidentally run someone over again and again. Right? So I think the third option is the most likely, but I don't know what Apollo thinks. What did Chambers see? A third person there? The guy, either the real killer, prepared to kill someone else? I mean, prepared to kill Erlenmeyer? I guess. But, and then the real killer had to get rid of Chambers because of that. Okay, let's go with that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Again, this buggy software betrays me. Okay, I loaded the game and like I mentioned, I should not Hey, wait a second, what do you mean no, what? No. Hey, load game. So what happened is that I should not save during the choice, which I said in the beginning of this recording, yes. No, what the hell? No, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Okay, let's try it again. So, okay. So let's get back. What I was trying to say is that whenever there's a choice, I should not save because then, you know, for some reason, P by right that doesn't really like it. I'm gonna have to do this all over again. God damn it! Thank you. The mysterious bust killer was compared to an animal many times. Mrs. Poole, what do certain animals do when they are threatened? Hun. Some do, but others attack mercilessly. If you have some cardio speech prepared, just skip it and get to the point. No, I like speeches. Let's go. I'm sure the tourists would like to get home already. Yeah, just like in 12 Angry Men. Yeah, I remember there was a guy who was like, I have these tickets for a football match, so let's just say he's guilty, let's go. I mean, what's the jury duty, right? What if the murderer killed Chambers because Chambers threatened him in some way? Threatened because he saw something he shouldn't have. Get to the point, Antenas. What is this something you're talking about? Attempted murder, of course. We know that Erlenmeyer was the intended victim from biology classroom. We can conclude that from Erlenmeyer's and Chambers' presence at the crime scene that Chambers was murdered because he saw the real killer about to murder Erlenmeyer. Agreed.
Objection! Objection!
Oh, double objection, eh? You've gone back to your ridiculous third-person nonsense. It's not nonsense, there was a third person. All the way this makes no sense. We've already established there was no one else at the cemetery. No. That's bullshit. Nobody established that. There's no evidence to say that. Look, you cannot prove a negative first of all. And second of all, just because we don't have evidence right now, we can provide indirect evidence somehow. But okay, you make a good point. I can't argue with that. But what we cannot do is to say with absolute certainty there was no third person. That's what I'm saying here. And we should keep this possibility in mind as long as possible. You have that transfer narrative, but it all boils down to who is the presence of a third person. Are you really going to say that there was a third person at the scene who killed the victim, framed the defendant, and left without leaving any trace whatsoever? No, there has to be a trace, because otherwise this is unsolvable. I call arguments like that the police believe me in the facts. I have tangible evidence that proves Earl Mayor is guilty. You have a fictional story based on absolutely nothing, without even circumstantial evidence. I believe Earl Mayor is an alien before I believe your story. A fictional story with no evidence, eh? How many holes are in your story pool? What about the newest mysterious bust crime scene that proves Earl Mayor was the intended victim? Huh? What about the fact that your motive has fallen apart? You said it yourself. There had to be a reason for this murder. You got some no hooky. Motive is only necessary when you're trying to challenge the unestablished truth. When you have other decisive evidence on your side, it becomes secondary. I believe you are the one who mentioned before that motive was one essential component for a guilty verdict. So, we don't know why Earl Mayor killed Chambers. So what? It's a big hole in the thing. We have to establish that. If we can. We don't know why he killed a dozen other people and that didn't stop a guilty verdict. Maybe that's been the problem the entire time, you idiot. So you sentenced him without motive. Maybe Earl Mayor thought it was too cold or didn't like the color judge's car or the model. Maybe he had a sudden impulse to kill that he didn't have 3 days ago for whatever reason. Everyone does strange, inexplicable things. Yes, but they usually don't have big consequences. Can you imagine what it would be like for someone as unstable as Earl Mayor? So true. I have to offset all flames I see by 2 degrees or I can't start look at them. Yeah, but that's different than murdering someone. Everyone has these small, how would I say it? These eccentricities. But these usually are very reserved. Moving on. The point is we can always find something, except you. Admit it already, you're stuck. You're just throwing out wild guesses at this point. True. That is true, but maybe I'm right. Not denying it. Well, I have given word guesses. Well, boyoing. Tell us the identity of this third person. Give us proof of his presence. If you can't do these 2 things, I don't see a point in humoring your bad theory any longer. And let me try this. Objection, Your Honor. Mrs. Poole said he, so she kind of implies that the murderer was a man, right? But it's not. It's you, Mrs. Poole. You are the murderer. Do you, Your Honor? No, I don't, Mr. Justice. You've been continually trying to point out the inconsistencies in Mrs. Poole's arguments, successfully a few times, I might add, but that's all meaningless if you can't come up with your own solid argument in the end. It's possible that there was a third person at the scene, but it's also possible that the unicorn appeared and more the victim to death. What, is this a Russell's teapot argument? No, I'm not doing a Russell's teapot, come on now. There's no escaping the question this time. Okay, that means I have to save. Before the choice. Tell me who the real murderer is and a good reason to believe you, or I will turn this case over to the jury right now. Come on, Mr. Judge, don't do this. Call it again. I don't have time to think or improvise, it's really serious. Yeah, me too, I don't have an answer to them right now. I could go with my first hunch, but I don't really have the evidence and I'm not sure it's right anymore. What do I do? Your Honor, I have to do some conjecturing. Please hurry up, Mr. Justice. I don't mean to be cruel, but even my patience has limits. But you're not old. You have like 50 years to live. Come on, we can be here all day. Give it up already. There's no use delaying it anymore. But please, Your Honor, it's not that I have nothing to say. It's just that I need some time to fit my idea together. Yeah. Mr. Justice, I think you've had plenty of time already. I know, but But what? Did you have a revelation, Apollo? Oh, do you have a flashback? Please tell me a flashback, and then we can hit Mrs. Poole. Mr. Justice, what's that look on your face? Did you have a heart attack? We should postpone the trial by 2 hours so that you can recover your heart attack. Good job, Apollo. I don't believe it, but spit it out already. Okay, Apollo, tell me, please tell me. I know who did it, and I have incriminating evidence. Really, Polly? No. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me save again. What? Impossible. You'd better not be bluffing this time, Mr. Justice, for your client's sake. Okay. Okay, this is the I think already third time I have to put forward two-part evidence at the same time. So it has more potential to go wrong. Okay, here comes Justice. It's Poole. And evidence? I don't know! What is the evidence? I really don't know. I really don't know. The pieces of gum? No. No, it's what Erlenmeyer was chewing. Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea. What is the evidence that Mrs. Poole did it? It's... Or the second option is the strings did it, but I don't know. HT5 files? What? Are you actually going to try to accuse me of murdering one of my friends? One so close that I changed my entire lifestyle for him a year ago. Yeah, boyoing. Too bad that evidence doesn't prove anything. I thought you would actually have evidence to the gravitas of your accusation, but you never cease to amaze me. What? I also fail to see how that evidence incriminates Mrs. Poole. And the fact there's this text box, I mean this dialogue where Mrs. Poole is included, I'm sure it's correct that I'm supposed to point Mrs. Poole as the murderer, but I think that I failed at evidence. Profile. I don't know what is the evidence.